hello everybody and welcome back. Got the updates dropped today with the news about the stadium that'll be releasing next week with the season 16, I think it is. Before we go over the blog here though, I want to go ahead and take a look at the trailer. So let's see what this looks like.
It's time for Stadium 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the game begin.
I was really looking forward to this till I realized it was comp only. Still won't be able to do crossplay on it with my friends.
The dragon becomes me. Bounty eliminated. That's a massive score for Genji.
What's with the camera? Oh yeah, I forgot it's third person.
Fresh perspective. It's a close round, folks. We're coming down to the wire. Honors taking
Ooh, self nano.
Looks like Moira's got a few tricks up her sleeve.
A taste of poison.
Multi-ball. That was the one from the Junkenstein event. But what were those other... Oh, tendrils? So it adds tendrils to the balls?
Close one.
I haven't even seen half the abilities yet, but some of them just look so overpowered.
We just gave them that one. It was pity.
Hey, Ruben,
What
I know
can we do
him.
better?
Okay, the Zarya is frying us.
I could build beam flexion for Zarya. Let me sell something real quick and buy that one.
Good idea. I'm basically just spec'd to Nano Boost. If we group as
Sell something real
See if
quick
I can freeze that where I can read some of them.
and buy that one.
good idea.
Wait, hold up. Did that just say beam deflection
I
for
could
Genji?
build beam flexion for Zarya. Let me sell.
Beam flexion. 25 armor, 5% attack speed. Deflect now blocks beam attacks. Interesting.
Something real quick and buy that one.
Good idea. I'm basically just spec'd to Nano Boost. If
Okay, so we can see some Anas here. Unscoped shots with rifle gives 10% attack speed. Stack up to 3 times. Biotic rifle can crit. Lock on to allies with guaranteed hits. I mean, that seems kind of pointless. I mean, if you're playing Ana, you should have decent aim to begin with. Dreamy, Sleep Dart can hit allies, healing 100% of their max life over 5 seconds instead of putting them to sleep. Ooh. Not only are tanks overpowered normally, you also have health boosts in this mode. So if you had a Malga or a Hog or something on your team that did a full health build, being able to heal 100% sounds broken. But that's going to be very dependent on team comp. Sleep Regimen, gain 50 health. When you apply sleep to an enemy, gain 10 health up to 150. Grenade grants overhealth, equal to 100%. Biotic Grenade now knocks enemies back and reduces movement speed. Biotic Grenade deals an additional 30 damage over its duration. Nano Boost also applies to yourself. Nano Boost also affects other allies in your line of sight, but has 50% reduced duration. Hang on. There's no limit to it. It's just any allies in line of sight, so you can nano your entire team. Wow. I'm going to spend hours just reading through all the abilities when this game mode comes out next season. What kind of build would they come up with for someone like Kiriko? I mean, you got a lot of Soldier, Sojourn, Tracer, all of them those are pretty straightforward. They're mainly going to be damage boosts, but one of them that relies on their status abilities. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I wish they would go ahead and give us the full list so we could start making plans now. Oh, well, that's the one they picked, so we'll get to see the Team Nano.
I'm just gonna heavily invest all into my weaponry.
Wait, hang on. I want to see those.
everybody around us, and then everybody gets a taste.
I'm just gonna heavily invest all into my
5% attack speed, 5% cooldown reduction. Helix rocket restores 20% of ammo.
weaponry.
deal 10% increased damage to enemies below 30% life.
Every single power, I'm just gonna be a DPS machine.
I think what we need is more orbs.
Make sure they're healing orbs, though.
Definitely not.
All right, let's
go.
do it.
Match point.
That's what I'm talking about!
Push fast right side. Push fast right side.
I'm on Zarya. I'm on Zarya.
Get Zarya.
Seeing a Genji deflect the Zarya beam just looks so weird.
You in my sights.
Big I got the point.
Right side, right side, right side.
Kill Juno, kill Juno. Nice, nice, good stuff. Oh, Reaper behind. Box out, box out. We died by mini bomb.
Okay, reset, reset,
We have
reset.
never
Mini
played Forex
Bob.
Fight. 3, 2,
The heck is Mini Bob?
go.
There we go.
We all got it.
Walk forward, walk forward. I'm ulting. Fist bumps on land.
The goddess is here.
Okay, that's Mini Bob. Yeah, so obviously I haven't played it yet, but hands down, that looks like the most fun game mode this game has ever had. Again, it just ticks me off that I'm not going to be able to play it with my normal group of friends because there won't be crossplay. Hopefully they'll add a non-competitive version of it at some point. All right, well, let's go back and take a look at the blog. Enter the stadium. Get ready to battle. April 14th, 2025. 2 teams enter the stadium, but only one will emerge victorious in the ultimate contest of skill, strategy, and determination. Stadium is unlike anything you've ever played in Overwatch 2, and it'll take everything you've got to come out on top. Starting this week, we'll go over what it takes to conquer the competition and claim victory in each match. Part 1, get ready to battle. Parts 2, 3, and 4 coming soon. So hopefully that means we'll get the full list of abilities before next week. What is Stadium? Stadium is a new best-of-7 multi-round way to play Overwatch 2, where 2 teams of 5 face off in magnificent arenas as they purchase upgraded items and powers to radically transform their heroes, all experienced through our new third-person camera. Yeah, so nothing new there. That's just the icons. At launch, Stadium will feature 17 heroes. Okay, so not everyone's available yet. Well, let me get to that in a minute. With more being added every season, at the start of each game, you'll choose the hero you want to play for the entire match with a tank, 2 damage, 2 support comp. Following each round, you'll first upgrade your hero with powers, ability-changing modifiers that can completely change how your hero is played. Then you'll spend Stadium Cash, a new scoring currency used to purchase upgrades to your hero's kit in the armory. With items and powers gained throughout the entire match, you'll be in control of your uniquely built hero throughout the entire game. So at launch, there's only 5 tanks, which I'm actually surprised to see Junker Queen being one of the 5. I feel like Winston probably would have been an easier one to balance in that. But I don't know how the game mode actually plays out. That might be too much mobility. So no Tracer, no Junkrat. So Soldier and Ashe are the only one of these that I really play very much of. On tanks, actually, now that I'm looking at the tank roster, none of the tanks I regularly play are on there. So I guess I am glad they added Junker Queen, because she's at least fun to play, even if I don't play her too much. And then supports, that's fine. I like pretty much every support except Lucio. I just suck with him, so I'm fine with this lineup. Although I feel like DPS Moira is going to go hard. Get your gear in the armory. Before each round, you'll have a short amount of time to equip items and powers in the armory while planning a strategy with your team. Here, you'll spend Stadium Cash to buy items to buff your hero, but at the start of the 1st, 3rd, and 5th, and 7th rounds, you'll equip power-ups for free. So every other round, you get a free power-up. this is just ridiculous. So 20 to 30 things in each tab, and there's 4 tabs. So 100 or so abilities, if you count the weapons, and 100 or so upgrades, I guess would be a better way to put it. So that's literally thousands of build combinations. Wow. Items are power-ups that can supplement a hero's weapon abilities or overall survivability. Items come in 3 rarities: common, rare, or epic. And while most can be equipped by every hero, some items will be exclusive for your specific hero. At any given time, you can equip up to 6 different items. When you need more cash or need to free up a slot, you can sell the equipped items for their full value and then buy new ones. Okay, so there's no reason to hold on to the coins. You can get the full amount of coins back by selling it. That's good to know. Powers. So this is what you get for free every other round. They are transformative modifiers that grant unique passives, modifiers, or whole new abilities. Equipping the right powers together can create unique strategies that completely change how your hero is played, like Reinhardt sending lava across the arena with Fire Strike. I think they did that in the Halloween event 2 years ago, the Trials of Sanctuary, I think it was called. Or Kiriko being able to clone herself and leave opponents seeing double. So that's how they're going to do that. So that's going to end up being kind of like Loki from Marvel Rivals, I guess. Powers don't cost you stadium cash to equip, but once you equip a power, it cannot be removed, so plan carefully. If you don't know which items or perks to pick at first, the game suggests 2 different example builds for your hero. These will include recommended items, powers that focus on a unique strategy or a key part of your hero's gameplay kit. You can use these, you can follow these or use them as guides as you start coming up with your own innovative builds. We'll be detailing more on items and powers as well as key strategies for planning your hero builds in an upcoming blog. So that's the one I'm actually looking forward to, is where they actually go over the abilities. Raking in the stadium cash. At the start of every game, you begin with 3,500 stadium cash, and you'll earn more as you progress throughout the match. The better your performance, the more cash you'll earn. If you find that your team is falling behind, bounties can appear for opponents who are threats to your team. Okay, so basically the person who's on fire for the old system will have a bounty put on their head. Be worth extra money. That's a nice touch, so we don't have to keep screaming, focus the Sombra, focus the Reaper, focus whoever is the problem. Sojourn in most cases, but she's not in this at least. Eliminating a bounty target will grant you a portion of that bounty based on how much you contributed to the elimination of that opponent. The more cash you have, the more versatile your selection of powerful items will be. That bubble is huge. Battle in arenas around the world. Stadium offers 9 different maps using Control, Push, or Clash core game modes. Clash core game modes? I thought Clash had been removed, or at least from competitive. But with special rules in each. Some maps will be familiar destinations, while others will be brand new arenas to brawl in. Over time, more maps and game modes will be added to Stadium, keeping how and where you play fresh. So, we've got Colosseo. Those 2 I don't recognize. Control. You got Nepal. I think that's Busan. And Clash. You got Hanaoka. So it's about half and half new versus maps we've already played. Clash will use 3 objective points when played until... Okay, so Clash is just a reduced version. It only has 3 points instead of 5. Control will be played on 1 round. Push will be played on new and modified maps on a smaller scale. Okay, so it's not full games. That's good, because on a best of 7, that would have been like an hour or more just for 1 game of Stadium. Whole new perspective. Stadium is a complex game mode, and you'll need to be able to know what's going on around you. There may be times when lava will spray, multiple biotic orbs will fly across the area, or a giant death ray from orbit will come crashing down on you from behind. Uh-oh. Giant death ray from orbit. Does that mean that Juno's going to have a power that makes her ray do damage? That's scary. This is why Stadium by default uses a third-person perspective. yeah, that's going to throw me off the first few times I play it, having Overwatch in third person. You'll have the ability to tune or adjust your viewing experience in the new stadium settings and your game options. So you do have an FOV slider. Or if you prefer, you can always switch back to traditional. So, okay, so first person is still an option, and you have an FOV slider if you want to be in third person. Climbing the ranks. Stadium uses its own unique competitive ranking system separate from competitive play. Due to the addition of new heroes, abilities, powers, and balance changes at the start of every season, ranks will be reset with everyone starting at the bottom of Rookie League. So it's a full rank reset every season, but is it resetting the MMR to go with it? You will climb up to higher divisions and leagues as you win games of Stadium. Each league will become more difficult as the risk of losing progress increases. I like these icons a lot more than the regular ones. I'm not going to lie. That Legend one looks nice. Stadium will feature unique and exclusive rewards from competitive play, including all new epic skins for select heroes every season by climbing to the elite rank. Okay, so you don't have to get all the way up. You just have to get to the 4th rank to get the skins. You'll also earn competitive points to unlock weapon variants. To celebrate the launch of Stadium in Season 16, compete in the inaugural season to earn the exclusive All-Stars Juno Epic skin when you reach the All-Star League in any role. Second from the top. Is that this? I'm assuming that's this skin here. I hope not, because that just looks like a recolor of the default. There's even more to learn about Stadium's ranked mode, and we'll cover that in a future blog later this week. Until then, shoot for the stars and prove you're the ultimate competitor in Stadium. The competition is about to begin. We can't wait to see you in the stadium, and we'll have a lot more to share all week long. Check back tomorrow for an update on how Stadium has developed since we first announced it in Overwatch 2 Spotlight. Thanks in part for the great feedback and learnings we gained from the recent closed alpha playtests. Until then, time to start making your game plan with your friends. We'll see you in Stadium on April 22nd. Why did they have to throw that in there? Because again, I was really looking forward to this for the play, because like a lot of people, I spend more time planning and getting excited about the games than I actually do playing the games when they come out. Whether it be Dungeons and Dragons or Monster Hunter World back when it first came out, I spent hours just talking with my friends, coming up with plans and strategies and everything else, and now I can't play with them because no crossplay. So that's disappointing. But hopefully that'll be fixed. But yeah, still, this looks like a blast. I genuinely don't see them being able to balance this even remotely well. I mean, I can't say that for sure until I can actually see all of the abilities. But just from the get-go, Moira is going to be overpowered. I'm expecting Reaper and Genji to be overpowered on DPS. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and choose a meta lineup for what I think is going to be the best picks here. I don't know their abilities yet, so keep that in mind, but just trying to imagine abilities they're going to give them that fits their kit. I'm expecting Zarya, Reaper, Genji, Moira, Ana. I'm expecting that to I would probably put my money, if I had to guess right now, on that being the meta comp once people actually figure out the abilities. Again, I could be completely wrong. The abilities could roll out and Orisa could have some random ability that lets her one-shot an entire team across the map with her spear or some BS like that. But assuming that it's anywhere remotely balanced and in thematic with their kits, I'm going with that lineup. Reaper, Zarya, Genji, Moira, Ana as top 5. But we'll see how it goes when the next blog drops sometime later this week. Hopefully it'll have more details about the abilities and the kits, and I'll have another video out on that when it drops. For now, y'all have a good one.